Hello, everybody. Sound check. I hope everything is coming all right. Hey, Mohammed. Hey, Mutebi. How are you guys? How is everybody doing? Let's do a quick round of introductions. Hey, Marine. Hey, Shoaib. Where is everybody from? Can we get a quick and what time it is uh, there for you right now? I think most of the people are watching this stream on StreamYard. Hey, Francisco. Hey, Mashudu. Hey, Mirza. Hey, Diana. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Croatia. Nice. Hey, Joel. How are you? By the way, I am Vikas. I am the founder of InstaWP and I am from Bangalore, India. Hey, Satish from Delhi. Joel, Italy. We may be doing one of these webinars in maybe morning or afternoon India time. I think that will be suitable for some of you people. Hey Shoaib from Jaipur. Hey Ahmad. So we'll get started in another 1 minute. We'll just wait for a few more folks to join. There is some issue with Facebook, I guess. I'm not live on Facebook, which is fine. Hello to everybody joining in. Hey Mushudu, all the way from South Africa. Thanks for joining. Hey Tony, New York. Is it early for you? Hey Ahmad from Pakistan. Yeah, we are very close in terms of distance and time zone. Hello, Ray. Hey, Alex. Hey, Tony. So, Alex is from RunCloud, and we have a small demo of that too today. All right, so let's get going. So, I'm just going to share my screen quickly. I hope my audio and video everything is okay. I'm going to present my screen now. All right, so let's get started. All right, I hope everybody is able to see the screen and we'll get going now. I'll just minimize this screen so that we don't get interrupted. All right. Again, welcome everybody to this webinar. This is Thursday, 1st February. I'm Vikas, founder of InstaWP. We're going to talk about what is migration or how is migration done for WordPress websites and like a boss, right? So that was kind of a punchy headline we wanted to get in. And as always, what InstaWP is here to kind of redefine the experience with WordPress, and this is an addition to that. Today, we are going to talk about manual and automated testing. There is a huge topic. A lot of people ask is, can you transfer a local site to any hosting provider without too much hassle, especially local WP? We will be looking into that. Best practices, so and checklist, what to do before and after migration. And there is an import feature. If time permits, we will look at it. How is that going to look like? It is not yet built. It's just an idea. So let's get started. So migration modes. So let's first of all understand what are the different migration modes we support in InstaWP. And few things I wanted to get housekeeping is that the question and answers will be taken at the end of this presentation. If you are if you have a question, go ahead and ask it into the chat, and and I will attend to it at the end of the presentation. So migration mode. So we copy everything to InstaWP server first when you are migrating something. Then you can move to any hosting provider of your choice. We support 3 ways to migrate a website. First is InstaWP Live. Excuse me. So this is a new hosting product which we are launching next week, and there is a direct migration from your dashboard to live, and then there is also a direct migration via SSH using with our supported hosting providers. So we will look at those in a moment, and then we support migration to any hosting company via the InstaWP Connect plugin. And then we migrate from plugin to plugin. So we install the plugin on the source side, and then we install the plugin on the destination side, and then we migrate them quickly. All right. So what are the supported providers? Of course, InstaWP Live is one of the supported provider. Externally, we support RunCloud and Server Avatar right now. Coming soon is bunch of other services. This is not just limited to these logos right here. We used to support a couple of these like Pressable and Cloudways before, and then we stopped supporting them because we completely changed our architecture, and we will again support. So and there will be two more, GridPen and WP Engine, into the mix as well. And then we will talk about automated migrations, where we connect the source website, connect the destination website, and this just happens like a magic. So you don't need to do anything. So that is the manual part and the automated part. And then we will talk about the checklist on what to do before you migrate and after you migrate. So let's get started with the demo. We have some websites which we have prepared so that we can show you the migration process. So first website is the source one website. I'm just going to go back to StreamYard to check if my screen is visible and everything is okay. Looks like my screen was not shared completely. I'm going to share my entire screen. All right, we are back. So this is the source website. And as I said, we have a couple of websites which we have pre-created before starting this demo. All right, so let's look at the uh, panel, and let's just change maybe the default theme and add a new theme. And we can choose to add any of these themes, probably something like a Bloxy. Obviously, it works with any themes or plugins which you have. And then the next step for this process would be to copy everything over. So remember, we are talking about manual migrations first. So let's do that. So first of all, let's go ahead and go to the plugins repository, add new plugin. And I'm going to create a staging site of this website by installing the Connect plugin which we offer. So Connect plugin actually helps you create a staging site. So effectively, we are creating a staging site right now, and then we will use that staging site to move that over to a hosting company. All right, so let's click on create staging. First step is to connect your account. Let's do that. I'm already logged into my InstaWP account. Let me choose the right team for today. So this is also important if you are using our agency plan. All right, so let's approve this. And it will automatically connect your source website to your InstaWP account. Next, we will create the staging process. All right, so this is now connected. Create staging site. I'm going to choose quick staging. So there are a couple of modes. I've already covered most of these in my earlier webinars. So I'm not going to talk about everything again, but you can watch that. So quick will actually pre-select all these options. So I'm going to uncheck the skip media folder thing, and I'm only going to take active themes and leave everything as default. So I'm going to copy 80 MB of files and 2 MB of database. This should be fairly fast, um, but migration processes takes time. So in the entire presentation, I'll be jumping around between different websites so that we don't just like endlessly wait for the migration to happen. So right now, just let me just give you a rundown of what exactly is happening. So we automatically create a website on your dashboard. You might be actually, if you refresh your InstaWP dashboard, you will see that website to be. Let me just move this tab here. All right, so this website is now created. Let me just add like a small tag to it, source one, so that we can identify it later on. All right, so the files have started moving. So we do it in two phases. So files and database. Next, once this staging site is completely copied over to InstaWP, then we will start the migration process. In the meantime, let me go to another website. Let's call it source 2. Not just call it. We obviously have this pre-created. This is not just um, for some reason the SSL was not installed on this. So while this is also plugin for RunCloud, we have created both the sites there, and this is a tool which we have come to love. We also support another control panel, which is server avatar, which is also really good. So depending upon which features you want, or um, how do you look at the control panel, you can choose either one of them. We definitely recommend both of them. So I think if I close this and go back to my source 2 website, this should be ready. Migrations are hard, guys, so bear with me for a moment. And this is a default website. I'm not going to change it to keep it minimal. All I'm going to do, just to make it like extra careful, is I'm going to do a source 2 rename for the default post. So what will happen is we will at least know that this site was migrated as source 2. All right. Now going back, same thing, we are going to do it again. We are going to install, add a new plugin. Let me show you another way to do this actually. So if I go to my InstaWP dashboard, go to the Connects tab, this is actually really cool how it happens. And every time you install the InstaWP Connect plugin, the website will automatically appear on this list in the Connects tab. So let's just click on Connect site and enter the URL. So I've already copied source 2. I'm going to connect it. So I'm just showing you both ways of connecting a site to InstaWP. First was via the plugin route, and the second was via the app route. So now we are asking for an authorization. So you just approve this connection. What will happen next is we will automatically install the Connect plugin on your website. So that's how easy it is to install a plugin. Yeah, it's loading. And you don't need to do any activity. You don't need to do connection. We install the plugin and we automatically connect it to your InstaWP account, and everything is preset for you. Let's, as I said, I'll be jumping around between different websites because we are doing a migration. All right, so this is now, all right, so we are all set. So source 1 and source 2 are now connected to my panel. Ignore the last one. This was a result of a testing. All right, so we have two websites. Now, if I go back to my source 2 website and give it a quick refresh, you will see that there is a new icon which has appeared on top. So click on that. And you will also see that the create staging site is now active and your account is pre-connected. So that's how easy it is. So let's do the same thing here and create staging. So fairly easy. No. So this is one of my mission, to actually make it easy for people to understand that. Quick check, going back to StreamYard. I think, yeah, all good. All right, so the second migration process has started now. So I'm going to keep it right as it is and going back to the first one. I guess the first one is now complete. If you go to the staging site screen, you will see that the staging site is created. If you click on it, it should be an entire replica of the Bloxy theme. Remember, we installed the Bloxy theme. So I guess it's not opening the HTTPS link. Let me just open it. Yeah, works really well. Now the next process is to transfer this over to a hosting provider. So let's go back to our dashboard. I hope you are able to follow me. I'm going a little bit slow this time. And the second website which got created, we are just going to add another tag to it. So I'm going to say source 2 so that it's added and we are ready to go. Okay, let's try again. All right, so we are ready to go. So the first website is fully transferred over to InstaWP servers. Next, I'm going to click on this little go live icon, which you might also see in your dashboards. We have made it available for everybody. Click on it and you will see a couple of options. All right, so this is also important to know. When you create a staging site out of a live site, the staging site is still connected to the live site. So nothing to worry about. Just click on the disconnect button. Now both sites are decoupled from each other. So the live site is living on its own, and staging site is now completely copied over to InstaWP. It's just like a logical connection which has been disconnected, which is fine, no problem at all. Click on go live, and now you will see multiple options. First is InstaWP Live, obviously, and second is external service. External service, as I said, you can choose from supported provider. So we transferred via SSH, which is very cool, very efficient. And the third option is you can migrate to any hosting company using a URL, right? So I'm going to cover the first and second option. Third option is very easy. You can check it out on your own. So the InstaWP Live option, just select that. Go to the next step. Here you can choose a plan of InstaWP Live. I'm going to talk a little bit about what are the different plans we are going to launch. So we have $18 and all the way up to 45. This is per site pricing. And this is a managed WordPress hosting. This is not like a shared hosting. And you get CPUs and disk and everything allocated per website because you are paying for per website. So you get like everything included. You also get visitors, hourly database backup, daily file backups, CDN, WAF. Everything is included into one single package. We offer bulk pricing. If you open the pricing calculator, you will see, and if you go down, you will see that if you host more than 10 sites with us, the price of every plan drops down to about 50%. So $18 becomes 9, and then so on and so forth. So, and then we have kept it almost like very feasible for an agency. I know a lot of agencies host more than 10 sites very easily. So consider that you are going to get this pricing anyway. So let's just choose the lowest plan for now. Go to the next step. Here, I'm going to enter a data center. I think there is something going on. Let me just refresh the screen. The data center has not been populated for some reason. I'm going to try it again and hope to demo gods everything is working. Okay, for some reason data centers are not coming at all. Um, so let me try entering a domain name. So let's say source one website. And I'm going to use, so we automatically provide an instawp.app domain for any website you create via us. You can choose to white label this. We have a white label add-on, which is $20 a month, and then you can connect your own domain. And then all the websites which you create can have that domain. So let me try. And the next step is choosing a plugin if you want to. We have several plugin partners and clicking on go live. I don't think this is going to work because the data center was not populated, but let me just talk about it. So the data center which we have is for InstaWP Live, right? Is a US based data center, three US based data centers, and one EU, which is in Amsterdam. So you can choose between all four of these data centers. So for some reason, this is working. So this is a three-step process. First, we are going to create a site. with the domain, with the SSL, everything all set up. Then we will copy over the entire site into the InstaWP Live instance which you have, and then we'll perform some housekeeping exercises. So I'm going to keep it running in a separate tab right now, and I'm going to go back to the source 2 website. Remember, and I'm so sorry, I'm jumping around. I don't want you to like feel bored or something, and that's the reason I'm doing that. So just to summarize, we have a source 1 website which is a block C, and I'm going to transfer it over to InstaWP Live. Second, we have the source 2 website, which I'm going to transfer it over to RunCloud using the same approach, and then we'll see how it goes. So let me go to source 2 website. And if you go to the staging site section, you will see that the website is now created. So let's click on that. And you will see it should be an exact replica of the source 2 website. Yes. So Plentiful Tierra is actually a copy of, remember, we added a post, or we updated the post rather. So this is source 2. All right. So let me just close this out and open our dashboard. All right. So let's just let it complete so that we are done with one set of migration at a time. By the way, means our servers can handle a lot of migration in parallel, so you don't get any issues with anything. As always, I'm always a little bit nervous in webinars because these demos can go wrong in so many different ways. So I hope you guys will understand if something goes wrong. All right, so our source 1 web.instawp.app is now created. Let's click on that and open it. Looks like Block C website has some issues during the transfer. Let's try the magic login. We automatically install InstaWP Live, InstaWP Connect plugin on all of these sites. So it has everything, but the front end is not being shown. So we will debug that at a later point. But this website is now completely transferred over to InstaWP Live, and you can just close this off. And if you go to your hosting tab, you will see that new website was created, and it will show up here. So let's just have a look at it. All right, so the new website is now created, and it's alive on your hosting tab. So so different tabs has different purposes. We are also changing the name of the sites tab. This is going to be named as staging in from, I think, Monday or Tuesday onwards. So then that is the change you will see, and then you will also see a nice surprise on Monday. We have something in the house for you. All right. So now this website is completely transferred over. Let's try RunCloud. We have source 2, remember. So we are going to transfer it over to RunCloud using the same process. So same, go live. This is also going to show this. So this is connected to the live side. Disconnect it. Click on the rocket again. Choose from supported providers. Next step, choose. Okay. So this is important. Since I have already added RunCloud to my InstaWP account, all you need to do, if you are doing it for the first time, click on Connect New Account and choose RunCloud as a provider. Click Next Step or Server Avatar, whichever is your control panel or you want to have a control panel with them. Click on Next and enter your API keys and secret keys. Everything is encrypted in our database, so we don't know your keys. Let's click on that option again. Choose the hosting account which you have added. Let me select a server. So in this case, I'm going to select staging server, which we have. I'm going to name source to RC, which is RunCloud. And as I said, we gave you that domain for any hosting company which you have. All right. So we are choosing the username as so whatever the options provided by the external hosting company, we will show them here. So all these options come from RunCloud directly. All right, so let me choose a newer PHP version. Click on Next Step. You can choose to click on one of these plugins if you want to, and then click on Go Live. Yes. and I'm going to go live. So same thing will happen, same process. It is going to create a RunCloud website for you. It is going to transfer over the entire InstaWP site over to RunCloud, and uh, and that's it. So you don't need to do anything. You just need to sit back and relax. So the process which we are gunning for, which we are going for, is that you will develop everything on InstaWP using us as a staging platform. You can then transfer it over to either InstaWP Live or supported providers, or remember there was a third option which says connect transfer over to any hosting company with just a URL. So in that, I will actually show you how that works. I will not show you a demo. I'll just show you what all we need. So the prerequisite for the third option is to create a WordPress site on any hosting provider, SiteGround, Cloudways, GoDaddy, right? Doesn't really matter. So, and it actually works really well when you are delivering a client project. So if your client has a GoDaddy account already, for example, or Bluehost account already, for example, all you need to do is um, let them create a new blank WordPress site. It doesn't need to have anything. Just get their username and password of the website and then connect the website. So I will show you the connection process. The same process which we saw earlier. Same process will be happening again, and then boom, right? So we will transfer everything over from plugin to plugin, right? So we will use the plugin connection, and then we'll transfer everything over. All right, so this is happening. Let me just duplicate this tab and show you the third option, remember, which I was talking about, just to give you a preview of how to do that. For that, I'm just going to add a new InstaWP website, or rather, I'm again jumping around, sorry for that. Let's just do another item in our agenda, which is local to InstaWP to anywhere. So I have a local WP already installed on my laptop. However, you can do it with DevKinsta or XAMPP, MAMP, everything for uh, every such local development environment. This will work. So okay, excuse me about that. All right, so this is a local site. Same thing will happen. I'm going to install the plugin, InstaWP Connect plugin. But there is a slight bit of change here. Installing it my local. Excuse me for the time delay. I'm going to click on activate and create staging, blah, blah, blah. You know all this drill. I don't need to teach that to you again. I'm going to connect this again, approve. It goes back to the InstaWP local instance again, and it will show up in this tab. So you can close the earlier tab. All right. This is a little bit different than earlier processes. We now will need to run a command on your terminal. This is a new update which we pushed a couple of weeks back. Some of you might have seen that. All you need to do is click on open site shell, and then it will have the shell, and you're on the right directory. You can just do ls. If you don't know Linux or if you don't know commands, that's fine. No problem at all. Just paste the command which you have just copied over and click enter and hit enter. It will start doing everything automatically. You don't need to do anything. So it will copy everything over, create a new website, migrate. Basically, what we are trying to do, we are trying to push a local website to InstaWP, because InstaWP becomes your breeding ground, right? From there, you can migrate anywhere, which we have seen earlier. So and it automatically does all, like, I think it does like 4 to 5 different operations for you. So SFTP enable, backup, restore, everything for you, and then you don't just sit back and relax. Depending upon the size of your local site, it may take like up to a minute or two or more. So quick time check, we are at half 30 minutes into the demo, and everything is okay so far. We had a slight hiccup in between, but so far so good. All right, so now the restore is initiated. I think the site is very small. It is just a default website, so it should be fairly straightforward. And in the meantime, I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and I'm going to look at the RC website which we just created. Just open it up. All right, so the source website is now transferred over to RunCloud, and we have the source to post, which actually confirms that this is the same site and we don't have a default website. All right, we have a magic login. I'll give you a small preview of what we are working with our Connect plugin, because when you do one thing with InstaWP, you get advantage of multiple things. So let me just close this. If you go to Connect tab, you will see that the source to RC website is now also appears as a connected website here. And if you click on it, you will see a bunch of options to manage the website. And we are adding a lot of features into that. I think in the next couple of weeks, you will see a bunch of features. So you get the basic information of the website. You see the plugins. You see themes. You can see all the staging site you have created. By the way, the site used to transfer over everything over to RunCloud becomes the staging site. So they get connected, right, automatically. Um, it shows you some suggested plugins from our partners. But if you go down, you will see the actual plugin install. We are going to make this more easier for you to understand. We also have a vulnerability scanner, so you can scan the website really quickly. So I'm not going to cover entirely because obviously the entire InstaWP platform will take a lot of time. All right, now let's go to our third point of today's agenda, and then we'll go to the last point and then finish it off. So, all right, so going back to the terminal, local website is now moved over to InstaWP. It also shows you the URL right there. And if you go to the sites tab, so remember this is the staging sites tab, right? Not just sites tab. All these sites live on InstaWP servers. You don't need to set up anything. So let's just add a tag. Um, Certainly, I'm also trying to tell you that InstaWP is the best platform to tag and manage and have like one single pane of websites where you can manage things from. All right, so our local website is here. Let's just click on it. Let's see how it looks like. It is basically a default website. The way you will find out whether this is a local site which we just transferred over is the name of the site, because this is the site name which I chose. So same process, go to the live button, disconnect it. And I remember I was telling you the third option, which is migrate to any provider. So click on that. Next step, you just need to enter the URL of the destination website. Remember, I told you it needs to have a blank WordPress website, and then click on connect. We had that connection, which remember I was telling you that you can connect a website to InstaWP. Use the same approach, and it will connect back to InstaWP. And you just click on begin migration, everything will get transferred over. So this was our sorry, excuse me, this was the manual migration process. Next, I'm going to show you the automated way, and this is a new feature. We have not released it to anybody so far. If you go to app.instawp.io/migrate, you will see this website only then, right? And this is not yet completely a beta product, not in terms of like working, but in terms of the UI. You can see a couple of placeholders which is not correct. So the idea here is that you can migrate a website from any hosting company to any hosting company, right? A hosting company can be an InstaWP site, it can be Bluehost, it can be GoDaddy. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so in the interest of time, I have created a cloud-based site and a SiteGround site. So let me just show you how does that look like. So in this case, I'm going to choose, and to make things easier, I'm going to just grab a bunch of these and close everything else so that everything is straightforward. So we have a SiteGround site opened in front of us. We have a cloud-based site opened in front of us. All we need to do is, let's say, the source website, go to our migrate screen, copy paste the source URL, click on connect, and the same process will be used again to connect this website. It will open a new tab to ask for the permission of to connection for the connection. All right, looks like there is some issue with that. Let's try it again. Yep. I know why this issue came, because this plugin wanted to go to their dashboard after the installation. All right, so let's approve of this connection, and it will automatically install our plugin, as you might have guessed. And once the installation is complete, it will go back to the migration screen. And by the way, if you are from a hosting company, um, for some reason it did not connect. Let me try again. If you are from a hosting company, okay, so it says connected. We can white label this service for your customers. Just a side note. All right, so I'm going to connect my destination website. The destination website needs to have a blank WordPress site. That's all. You don't need um, anything else. And we have tested it with several hosting companies so far. Our migration success is more than 90% now. It took us about 6 months to develop this product. And then 3 months before that, when we developed and scratched and then started from new. Plugin to plugin migration is really, really hard, guys. I'm telling you, it's something it has been a challenging journey so far. As you can already see that cloud-based connection is taking a bunch of time. Let me see if okay, I think the authorization screen just popped. So let's just approve of this connection. So same thing will happen. It will install the plugin, and the plugin will, and then the site will get activated, and it should show up in here. So the plugin is about, I think, 1 MB or something. So it should be fairly straightforward. Um, let's wait for a moment. These are some of the dull moments in the in the life of a webinar, which where we need to use some kind of filler words. All right. By default, I should not be clicking on the connect button again. As I said, this is a beta product, and we'll fix that. So now your source and destinations are connected. You just need to click on start migration. All right. So do you really want to override? And this will completely override the destination website, by the way. All right. Okay. So we literally failed as I expected, which is no problem. We'll fix this, and we will make sure that on Monday this is a usable product, and we'll fix all the issues which we face today, especially this one. But yeah, so this is the automated migration process. So far we have covered manual migration, automated migration, and let's just talk about some migration checklist before we go into questions and answers. So before you migrate, check the PHP and MySQL versions on both source and destination if they match properly, if they have compatibility. On the source website, update your WordPress core themes and plugins so that you have the latest version before you migrate over, and then you don't have any unforeseen issues. Clean up. So, for example, you clean up your comments. By the way, there is one good option when even if you don't clean up things on your source website, once you copy over to InstaWP, you can still clean up, right? So without any worry, because cleaning up on the production side is sometimes like gives you anxiety or whatever, right? So cleanup is important because you get the cleaned up website at destination. Decide a maintenance schedule so that you can notify your users about the schedule. Uh, it depends upon what kind of website you have. If it is, if you don't have traffic, if you have less traffic during weekends, choose that period. After you migrate, test the website, obviously. So test entire flow, test all the links, everything is working. If the domain has changed, that is a little bit trickier situation. By the way, we do all the domain search and replace for you in both cases, automation and manual migration. Check internal links and images. Make sure that everything is working. Update your Google Analytics and Search Console if even in case of the domain has changed. Monitor for 404 errors. You can install a plugin like Rank Math and other or Yoast SEO plugin. Those also have a 404 monitor. Enable. There is one more thing which I use in 404 without a plugin. I check server logs with the 404 error. Enable caching and optimization. So clear cache, optimize it, notify user that you have completed the migration. All good. All right, so let's just talk about the pricing real quick. Every time in every webinar, I talk about pricing so that we know which plan to choose. We have 4 plans: starter, personal, pro, and agency. So if you go for the, let's say, any plan, you have 4 different parameters to choose from. Number of migrations every month you get. Right now, number of migrations are unlimited. You can do any number of migrations. We are not limiting it, at least for a week or so, right? And then you have the staging sites, which you already know about. So how many staging sites you can create, how many migrations you can do every month, and the quota get replenished month on month. It's not carry forwarded. How much disk space you have? If you are migrating a 100 GB website, and if your plan doesn't allow for 100 GB, then the site migration will fail. At the end, this is little bit kind of a sneak peek. We are going to give InstaWP Live credits with our Pro and Agency plan. So with the Pro plan, you get $18 of live credits. So you can have like a one free site with InstaWP if you are on the Pro plan. This is going to go into effect from Monday or Tuesday. On the Agency plan, you get 54. That is about roughly 3 sites on the 2 CPU plan. All right. You can check out our InstaWP pricing on slash pricing on our marketing site. This is a special gift every time I do that. Webinar 1 Feb, this, which is today's date, at least in India. Go ahead and take 20% lifetime discount on all our yearly plans. This will work for, I think, next 7 to 10 days, right? Roughly 10 days. Next webinar, we are going to talk about how to work collaboratively with clients and contractors. How can you can collaborate? Invite them in your dashboard. Makes it easy. This is next week Thursday. Make sure you register. To register, go to the instawp.com/webinars and register for it. Again, just kind of a reminder, live platform is launching next week. Make sure you log into your InstaWP dashboard and try to create a site if you just wanted to try a platform. You can sign up at the said URL. We will paste the URL into chat to get a $50 credit to your account if you wanted to become an early adopter of InstaWP Live. So let's go back to our stream and let's stop sharing. All right, so I'm back and I'm going to go up as always, and I'm going to try to see if we have any questions from the team. Thank you, Alex. The UI indeed looks great from our perspective, but getting this feedback is really important. Is it fine to make tutorials about? Yeah, of course. Whatever, go ahead, make content as much as you. If you need any help, reach out to me or our marketing team. You just reach out to me, Vikas at instawp.com. As long as you make your own tutorial. Okay, Benjamin, thanks for telling that. Where are the hosting servers located? As I've explained, US and EU, we have both data centers. If you use RunCloud or any other control panel, you can pick and choose your own data center, right? Because you can connect whatever, right? DigitalOcean or whatever you want. Change the browser and check. Yeah, Vishal, thank you for that. Yeah, so Mutebi, you can download this video. We will send a recording, I think tomorrow. Thanks, Maestro. So we have definitely evolved in a good way, indeed. I don't think we have a lot of questions today. So really thank you to everybody joining in, tuning in to this webinar. how I don't know how late, how early it is for you. So I really thank you for that. David, thanks for joining in. Thanks for the webinar. I'm new to InstaWP. Yeah. So if you have any questions for me, post it on the channel. We already have rocket.net. This was on the roadmap. Yes, sorry, I did not put that. So rocket.net is also on the roadmap. Once we finish the launch of InstaWP Live, which will be next week, we will start integrating with all the platforms. We need 1 week per platform. So before the end of March, I'm hoping all these 4, 5, 6 platforms will be live and yeah, ready. WHMCS integration is already integrated, already live. So actually, let me just paste the. I hope you are talking about the VAS product, right? So you can check out this link. I'm also going to copy the early adopter program, so which I was talking about. Thanks, Chris. Really appreciate you joining in. Thanks, Mutebi. I guess we'll wait for 1 more minute, but I guess we had a lot of people tuning in today. I'm still seeing 36 people online on the webinar and maybe more on different social networks. So, again, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to be at WordCamp Asia, guys, which is on March, which is in March, and also I will be at CloudFest. So, if you guys are uh, coming to these events, please say hi to us at our booth. Hey, Mohammed. So we have one more question. What do you have for businesses running 100 plus sites of moderate? So we can do preferential pricing if you are running more than 100 sites. So please feel free to reach out to me. That shouldn't be a problem at all. All right. One more question. So I guess we are waiting for one more question, but feel free to drop off. I think we are done with the webinar and really appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you. I'll wait for Mutebi's question and then I'll drop off as well. By the way, I have a personal update. I've got this new mic. I'm not sure if it is different than my earlier webinars, if you have attended both. Um, I'm really proud of this mic because I bought something new. So is it okay to change InstaWP content into our local language? Yes. So we are hiring. We are not hiring. We are requesting for translators. So again, reach out to me at Vikas at instawp.com. You can sign up as a translator. We will give you access to the translation panel, and you can help us do that. Which language are you talking about? Thanks, Diana. Thanks, Marine. Thanks to everybody. All right. Looks like people are dropping off. So, Mudevi, please feel free to ping me on the live chat on our website, and we will help you with that. Thanks, Damien. Yep, Mudebi, reach out to me via the live chat on our website, and we will help you. Bye bye, everybody. Have a great day. Good evening. Good night. Bye bye. Thank you.